We're adding another overpass to Menifee, California because we just don't have enough. Right behind me, we have the Holland overpass that's going to be completed fall of 2024. And in this video, I'm going to take you around Menifee, California. I'm going to tour you around some different neighborhoods, different price points. That way you may gauge what may fall within your budget. And if you stick around it to the end, I'm going to share a market recap of the current real estate market here in Menifee, California. So let's get after it right now. So if this is your first time to this channel, you want to know everything that there is about living, eating, breathing, playing in Menifee, California, then subscribe below and tap that bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current market here in Menifee, California. Now, my name is Jonathan. We get calls, texts, emails every single day from people just like you looking to make their move, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're deciding to move in 9 days or 90 days, you could always give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or schedule a Zoom down below. We'll love to help you make that smooth move to Menifee, California. Now, I am here on the Palomar Wash Trail in Menifee. It's a little 2-mile loop that's right here, kind of hugged off of Newport. Now, you can see right behind me, that is right there. It's going to be the Holland overpass. We need that so badly. Why do we need the Holland overpass? Because Menifee is just getting overcrowded. You know, I'm happy we have the, the three busy ones, which is we have McCall, Newport, and Scott Road in that order. I kind of go from north to south, right? But we just need that much more. Why is that? Well, here off Holland Road, if you go down Holland, they're building this brand new community called Courts Ranch by Lennar, and it's a big community with hundreds of homes added with just an influx of people that are coming here. And if you think that Newport, McCall, and also Scott Road's gonna cut it for us, it is not. So I am so happy that they are adding that overpass here on Holland because it is much needed. Not to mention, they might be adding another overpass on Garbani Road, which is about not even a mile south. So they're trying to make 2 extra overpasses, which I firmly believe is definitely needed in the city of Menifee because, again, we only have those 3 main ones that are just not cutting it currently. So, this is going to be a big help for the flow of traffic in Menifee, California. Now, here where I'm at on this trail, I'm actually, in reality, I like to say kind of downtown Menifee, and I live in Menifee, right? So this is like the downtown Menifee. Why? I know you're looking through the back and you're not seeing much, right? Like I can turn around and just like, there's nothing behind me. I know. Trust me, eventually there will be some sort of shopping centers. I'm hoping for a movie theater. I really am. I'm hoping they're gonna slap a movie theater here, but they're building here in Menifee just because it's growing so rapidly. Now, literally, if I take my car and I drive 30 seconds north, I'm gonna be at the shopping centers here at Menifee, right? Like the Menifee Plaza where there's Target, there's Lowe's, there's Tilly's, a bunch of different restaurants. And then across the street, across from Newport, you got Texas Roadhouse, some other restaurants that I really enjoy as well. So there's just a couple of options going on within like this little part that I'm on of this trail. Now, a couple of houses that I am gonna show, I'm gonna show them throughout Menifee, California. I'm actually going to scatter around so I can really show you where and about there is some availability. So I'm going to show you some South Menifee, kind of central, and then I'm going to take you a little bit more inland to Heritage Lake, which is an awesome community, and you're probably really going to like. It's tucked away a little bit northeast, but I'm going to take you there so you can see what it has to offer. Now, some of the schools, one of the cool things is the Palomar High School. It's right here off Holland, and if you're driving, it's gonna take you 1 minute. You're gonna hit that stop sign, and you're gonna be right at the Palomar High School. So it's extremely convenient, especially if you need to get on an overpass once Holland opens. That is gonna be key if you're driving from across town to go to Palomar High School, right? So that is gonna be awesome. You're no longer gonna have to go all the way through Newport or south to Scott Road to get to Palomar High School. It's just a convenience thing. And I think it's gonna save so much time and the congestion here, because Newport Road is that main road and that main overpass that just gets swamped with traffic. And I'm gonna tell you, I hate Newport Road, especially during busy hours, because what it's supposed to take you about 2 to 3 minutes to get past is gonna take you like 10 to 20. And I'm being light because it really can get congested. So that is right there, some little bit, some information. That way you're kind of up to date of what's going on in Menifee, California. Now I really do want to head on to the first home, and then I'm going to go a little bit south right now, and I'm going to show you this amazing community that is newer. I think you're really going to love, and this price range is going to be right in the low 500s. So let's head on to the first home. So this house right behind me is currently listed for sale for $540,000. It is a 3-bed, 2-bath. It does have 1,430 square feet. And it was built in 2021. So it is a new home. Now this community is Hidden Hills community in Menifee, California. It is a really southwest region of Menifee. Now a lot of big pluses about this community. Yes, there is HOA. It's like $41 a month. So it's not horribly bad. You do have a little sports park nearby. As you can kind of see here on the little white picket fences, right? There is a little walking trail, which is a big plus, especially if you love to, take your nature walks, right? That is an added bonus if it's not 100 degrees, of course, right? Don't want you to pass out on us. Now, the location here, it's a very private little area. Like a lot of people just really don't know about this location here, or geographically, within southern west region of Menifee. They just don't know about it. It's kind of hidden, hence the name Hidden Hills, right? Now the one big cool feature is that you have the middle school, Menifee Valley Middle School, it's really across the street. So you can get there within 2 minutes. And another added feature is the Paloma High School is like 3 minutes that way. So it's not a bad location if you do have young ones that are in that age group, or going to be in that age group, or going to attend middle school or high school, right? Is that the schools are fairly close by. That is a big plus. You're not too far from the I-215 or 15. I mean, if you really wanted to get on a 215, right, because you got to work and commute, you're going to be there in less than 5 minutes. Now the 15, you got to drive some ways, a little bit, 15 minutes. No, I'm sorry, about 10 minutes west. Yeah, 10 minutes west, you can be on the 15 as well. So that's just the added plus to it, right? Now where we are, we're kind of closer to Wildomar and Marietta, California, kind of on the borderline here of Menifee, but hey, it's not a bad thing necessarily. Now where I was at the beginning of the video, your everyday wants and needs, is gonna take you roughly 10 minutes, give or take, right, to go to your everyday wants and needs. Now one thing about this location, you're so far south, that hey, if you wanted to go to Marietta's Costco, it's going to take you about 10 to 15 minutes, because we don't have a Costco here in Menifee. So that, again, that's just another big plus, right? If you love, you got a lot of kids and you got to shop in bulk, or you just like to shop in bulk in general. But this is not a bad location whatsoever. And this is one community that I just have not shown you. And so this is why I'm showing you Hidden Hills community in Menifee. Some gorgeous houses, as you can see, right? They have some beautiful single-story homes. They are smaller, for beginner type of families, if you have like maybe 1 kid or 2 kids, right? Now they also within the community do have 2-story homes as well that are bigger, that can help. So make sure that you are, looking around, because Hidden Hills is just a great community here. And now we're gonna head on to house number 2. Now, before I do head on to the second home, I want to mention here, Gal Webb Sports Park. So it is a bicyclist sports park, which is really cool in Menifee because you don't get much of these. Now, it is right in front of Paloma High School, but this is just a cool area, especially if your kid is an outdoor enthusiast, or maybe you're an outdoor enthusiast and you want to try some stuff out like this. This is a cool added feature. It's right here next to Hidden Hills community. Hidden Hills is literally a minute drive away. So that is something that I did want to highlight before I head on to the second home. So this home right behind me is currently listed for sale for $680,000. It is a 4-bed, 2.5 baths. It does have 2,792 square feet, and it was built in 2003. All right, so this community here, it's another little hidden community. It's a very small community. Not a lot of people know about it. There is an HOA of $45 a month. right? Now, what does that $45 get you? Well, you know, it just helps maintain the curb appeal of the houses here, but also here off of Bradley, we're right off of Bradley and Newport. They do give you a little walking trail and also like give you trash bags for your dogs, etc., etc. So it's not a bad community whatsoever. It has lots to offer. And now, like I said, central Menifee area, right? Now, geographically, where we're located compared to Hidden Hills is we're actually about 5 minutes from the Menifee Plaza compared to when we were showing in Hidden Hills, we were about 10 minutes away. So again, kind of more a little bit central, south of Newport and right off of Bradley. So could be a little bit closer to, you know, the hub, but it's not a bad drive whatsoever. Within 4 to 5 minutes, you're literally there at your everyday wants and needs. So that is a good thing about this community here, is that it has that to offer. And Paloma High School is right down the road, a couple blocks away, so it's not so bad as well as the middle school and elementary. So they're not far, you know, relatively far away. And if you want to jump on that 215, right, because you got to commute, just know when Holland Road opens up, it's going to lead right into this community. Well, you know, yeah, right into this community, as a matter of fact, because Holland Road is back there. So again, just a great feature about this community in general. The houses here, they're all pretty large. So they're all, you know, they all about 2,000 square feet or more. Again, just a very hidden. Not a lot of people do know about this. It is one of the communities here in Menifee that still have a low tax rate with no Mello-Roos. So that right there, you guys, it is very key. It is key to have no Mello-Roos for a newer development. So if you don't know what Mello-Roos is, you can check out my previous videos. It's just an added supplemental tax that you get on top of your regular standard 1.1, 1.3 tax bill. So that right there is a big plus, and that is house number 2. Now let's really move into house number 3, into Heritage Lakes, and see what Heritage Lakes has to offer us. So here we are at the third home of the day. So this home right behind me is currently listed for sale for $770,000. It is a 5-bed, 3.5 baths. It does have 3,772 square feet. And now this house was built in 2015. Now I love this community. It is a great community. I mean, Heritage Lake, yes, there is a lake here in Heritage Lake. It's not nothing humongous, but it's still something. Now it's just a beautiful community surrounded by nothing but mountains and you know, lots of parks. So Discovery Park, right? So Discovery Park is a big park here where they have basketball courts, soccer fields, right? Jungle gyms and stuff like that. They even have bathrooms, etc. So that's where sometimes I bring my kids to come play, practice soccer, right? It's in the fields here at Discovery Park because it's just so big and massive. And there's so much room and there's just a lot to do there. So it's a really nice added feature. Plenty of walking trails throughout. Now there is an HOA here. It's give or take $70 a month. Nothing crazy. Now, within this community, geographically where we're located, like I said, we are really northeast in Menifee, California right now. Just kind of the really northern eastern portion of Menifee. So your everyday wants and needs. Now, if you want to go back towards Newport Road and stuff like that, where they have that Target, or you know, they have Lowe's, home improvement stores, or maybe you want to buy some clothes and get a shirt from Santa Cruz or from Tilly's, right? You're gonna have to drive about 15 minutes. That's just point blank, right? Now there is closer shopping centers here off of McCall. They are smaller shopping centers, but that is something that you can go to as well. And now what I am starting to notice too is they're starting to build this northern side of Menifee up, which is a really cool feature as well, because hey, we're gonna need it because they're just building a lot of houses out here. And so you better believe with all this population, some extra businesses are going to come. So if you're here for the long run, guaranteed that this northern part of Menifee is going to grow. There's no doubt about it. So it will grow. So that's one big major plus. But multiple parks, not just Discovery Park. They also have little parks here and there. But the high school over here, if you have a high school student, you know, entering high school, you know, or in high school, you're going to be going to Heritage High School this far north, and there is a middle school within the community as well, and so that's another neat feature. And the elementary school is not too far away, so again, another great feature. So if you do have those kiddos and you do want them to go to school, right, hey, just know you're not going to go far. Now out here, we're closer to Winchester, Homeland, Romoland, right? Those type of areas. Again, there's not a whole lot going on just yet, but this community is absolutely just gorgeous. It's one of my favorite communities, one of my favorite communities here within Menifee, that I just like to say, like, hey, this is a really beautiful community. And I'm gonna take you around a little bit of Heritage right now so you guys can see some of the walking trails as well as the park and the lake, all right? So let's head on to that. So I actually had it all wrong. It wasn't Discovery Park. I had a big total brain fart. This is Heritage Sports Park, all right? So the Heritage Sports Park, so this is where we come, and they come practice their soccers, right? Mondays and Wednesdays and other days that they want to come out here. And what's really cool is they got the jungle gym over here, and as well as basketball courts. So that's just a really neat feature. And the cool thing too is the school is right across the street as well, but this is just a cool little area for your family to come and hang out. And if you want to have a good time, you absolutely can. They got a little gazebo here with benches, fire pits, right? So you guys can come have a picnic and have a great day. It's just a blast. And again, the basketball courts, you just gotta have the basketball courts. I think that's one of the coolest things, is like they do have, you know, full-size basketball courts. So if you want to get some pickup ball, then you absolutely can. But here are the basketball courts here. So it was the Heritage Sports Park here that I think is just an amazing park with a lot of amenities. So that's another added bonus. Now what we're going to do is we're going to head into our market recap. So see you at the market recap. So market recap time. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and now you kind of see what, you know, 500, 600, and even 700,000 can get you in Menifee, California. Now I'm going to say this, one big major reason that I did move to Menifee, California out of Marietta, California was obviously affordability. It did have a major factor to play into that, right? I mean, you can see 700,000, you're going to get almost a mansion. You're going to get 3,700 square foot home in Menifee, California. Now, the overall outlook that I do foresee in Menifee, California, and another major factor that I did consider moving to Menifee, right? Not just because of like, hey, affordability, but the future outlook in Menifee. Now, I just read an article that Menifee has so much residential land still in the works that it can be an extremely lucrative move if you decide to kind of get in early. So what do I mean by that? Well, you know, we already seeing 20 plus new communities being built currently as I'm speaking. Now imagine 5, 10, 15 years from now when the population of Menifee just gets bazonkers because there's still so much more land to build on. Not to mention that they're bringing more and more things here, right? Still, and I say this in all my videos when I bring up Menifee, I'm still waiting for my movie theaters to come, right? But no, at any rate, I'm not trying to be funny there. Like we saw, Holland Overpass. That's one big major thing because all that traffic and congestion population is starting to grow. Now they're going to do a Garbani overpass as well. So it's another one that they have in the works. Plus all the other little knickknacks. Now I can see Menifee, California kind of surpassing the population of Marietta, you know, and also Temecula, California. Now Temecula, California, I love Temecula, California personally because it doesn't feel too city, but it doesn't feel too rural as well. It's kind of right in the middle, which is where I think Menifee is going to be. Now, I hope this video was useful to you and you got some good information from it. If you have any questions, definitely comment down below. I love to connect with all of you. Thank you for watching. living in South California.